Hey there, it's Jim and Debbie with take number 3 of episode 79 of the Midday Minute. Debbie, it's good to be back from Minneapolis.
It is good to be back, though it was great to be there as
Oh, it
well.
was a nice convention, but always nice to get home. And I'll tell you what, since coming home, everywhere I go, out on the street, around the neighborhood, in my email box, on the phone, people are always asking me, when are you going to announce the winner from the Spotlight on Service drive? Debbie, why don't you tell people what the drive was?
Yeah, perhaps you watched episode 78 and you heard about the Spotlight on Service. This is the third year we've been doing this. And what we do is it's a call to action to invite guests and Elks who are attending convention to bring new socks or a gently used or new children's book.
Don't mix those two things up or we will not accept it. No gently used socks, please.
No gently used socks, please. Please, please, please. And I'm actually happy to say I don't believe we got any gently used socks. So that's all good. People heard us. People adhered to our warnings. So
nobody peel those socks off their feet.
Well, and if you brought some socks or a book to our booth at the exhibit hall in Minneapolis, we entered you in to a raffle to win a bonus grant in the amount of $2,000. So all week the booth opens, the exhibit hall opens on Saturday, runs through Tuesday afternoon, and steady stream of Elks and guests bringing their books, bringing their socks, and we would put their lodge number into a spreadsheet. And as you know, promised, we're going to be announcing who those winners, who those winning lodges are today.
Yeah, so we had 388 lodges participate. Some stuffed the ballot box with numerous entries. Pontiac, Illinois Lodge had 7 people from that lodge showed up at different times with deliveries. That's up from last year by almost 44%. So a big increase, still down from when we debuted in 2019, but we're building back up that participation, which is great. Now, I know that we ordered more boxes this year to handle the books, and we had like 30 large laundry bags for the socks.
Yeah,
was it enough? Was it
40 boxes, medium-sized boxes, because if you've ever loaded a book of books in boxes, you know how heavy they are, right?
Right, too heavy.
So 40 medium-sized boxes for the books, all filled, and then we ordered 30 very substantially sized laundry bags.
Like we could have fit you in there, easy.
We absolutely, they probably were at 5'4" when stretched.
Right.
And those were all gone, so we had to put the rest of the socks in boxes, and we had boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of socks. Yeah, it's really so fun to see. It's great to get the stuff, and it is so fun to see that section across from us at the booth in the exhibit hall just fill up and up and up and up and up.
Right. And so ultimately we had the bookmobile show up to take the books.
Yep, right? That's right.
And then socks went where?
Socks kind of were scattered about all of Minnesota. We had a rep from the VA, the Minneapolis VA, comment on, I think it was on Sunday or Monday. They all blur together. She came in her like small hatchback, and we brought her 10 bags of socks. So she put the hatch down and we loaded that up. It was Sunday because she came on her day off. I remember talking about that. So she came on Sunday and got 10 bags. And then we had the Minnesota State Veterans Chair. He also claimed some of the boxes and bags of socks. His lodge participates along with some of the other Minneapolis area lodges in a event every month. It's called Third Saturdays, and it's basically, it sounds like it's like a small stand down every month. So they'll have socks there, and then Hopkins took some. Red Wing took some, and Minneapolis took some. So it was kind of an all feet on deck to take those socks.
And also just quick story. We've shared this on social media, but Portland, Maine Lodge, they put out the call for socks at a lodge meeting, and then people came up and dropped off a bunch of socks that some of the delegates packed into 2 suitcases, just filled with donated socks from members of the lodge. They were flying to Minneapolis on Delta. And when they checked those 2 bags, when the people at Delta learned what was in them, these donations for veterans experiencing homelessness, they let those 2 bags fly for free.
That's so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's like $120, right? I mean, I think each
Yeah.
bag costs
Right.
60 bucks maybe. So
Right.
that's pretty neat. And you know, that's fantastic that the Portland Elks let Delta know what the deal was and that they, you know,
So
let those bags fly free.
it was fun that we had so many lodges participate. It was a really wonderful response. And but as I was saying, Debbie, everywhere I go, people are asking when you're going to announce the winners. And the answer to that question, Debbie, is right now. But first, you know what the motto of our show is, right? Under promise, over deliver. That's what we do here at the Midday Minute. We under promise and we over deliver. We told you, we announced that we were going to have one winner of this supply drive. Turns out there's five winners. What's that?
One is never enough.
Right. There's going to be 5. We're going to announce 5. And Debbie, why don't you take the first one?
All right, Jim. Our first winner is Lakeport, California, lodge number 2704.
Lakeport, congratulations and thanks for your support. Our second winner is Middletown, Connecticut, lodge number 771.
Yeah. Now we're going over to Utah to St. George Dixie, lodge number 1743.
Good friends at St. George Dixie Lodge. It's almost paradise at Paradise, California, lodge number 2026 because they're our 4th winner.
Yeah. And last, but certainly not least, we have Ohio, River Valley, Ohio, lodge number 231.
Congratulations to all 5 of our winners. We will be in touch shortly about what that $2,000 bonus grant is going to look like and how we're going to implement it for you. And thank you to all 388 lodges that had fun with this promotion and participated and supported it so generously.
So generously. We so appreciate it. And I look forward to doing it again next year.
Yeah, it's very popular. It's easy to get involved. And, you know, as we said, some lodges really got into it, which is fun. Great selection of books, too.
Oh, my gosh. When I was packing them up into, you know, just the boxes, I was like, this is so cool. Like, there are a lot of really super cool books.
Yep. So
awesome. Well, congratulations to those 5 lodges. And thank you.
Before we go, Debbie, besides the spotlight on Service Drive, did you have a favorite memory from a convention that you would like to share?
I love the spotlight on Service Drive, as everyone knows. I would say my favorite convention moment was really spending some time with the Scholar Advisory Board. We had 7 members of the Scholar Advisory Board there. If you were around on Saturday or Sunday, you got to meet them. They were really, we put them to work in the booth.
Yeah.
They were there as ambassadors and they really hit it out of the park. And it's always great to meet and be with Elk Scholars, but this particular group just really had like an infectious energy about them. And so that was my favorite moment.
And it was fun having the 3 members of the backboard present as well.
It really was. That was the first time we did that. So we'll be doing that again. But yes, there were 3 members of the backboard, one of which, Faith Schoberg, is also a legacy scholar. So she was able to relate to both. And they, you know, they really hit it off. They meshed because they didn't know each other. So the 3 backboard members and the Scholar Advisory Board member were seen out and about in the Hyatt Hotel in the convention center.
Yeah.
Meeting and greeting.
Well, I'm going to give you 3 highlights. As like, once again,
One is never enough.
Over delivering, right? Okay. First, our donor event, of course, always a highlight on Saturday night. We went to US Bank Stadium for a Viking raid this year. It was, you know, a nice dinner, good music, and then at 8 o'clock, we were able to go out on the field, and not just go out on the field, but there were footballs for us. We were able to throw footballs around, and that was really, really a lot of fun. Nice way for people to kick off the convention.
Yeah, it's great.
And then we were right back the next morning at the convention center for the first ever Bagels with the Boards. So it was Fidelity Club members were invited for bagels from like 10 to 11:30 Sunday morning. And our ENF board was there of trustees, and also the Scholar Advisory Board, to mix and mingle with the Fidelity Club members, just as a nice thank you to them.
Yeah.
And we had no idea what to expect because it was the first time we'd ever done it. Well, I mean, when we sent out those invitations, we had no idea what to expect, but we had a pretty good idea going in because the response to the promotion was overwhelming. Like, we had like, I think 515 responses to it, and most of those people showed up. It was a full room, and it was really a lot of. It was a nice event.
People like bagels as much as they like the Elks National Foundation.
Maybe, possibly, right?
Yes.
There were good bagels too, and you know what? I don't think you can find a bagel in Minneapolis for a day or two after that event.
Oh, for sure. All the bagels and all the toasters were there at the convention center.
And then, of course, the Elks Charities at Work section of the opening ceremony, always a highlight and favorite of mine, and this year did not disappoint. And you and McKenna were fantastic on stage. You talking about the SIP and our scholarship programs, and McKenna talking about the hoop shoot. And the whole section was great. A lot of nice videos, slides accompanying your talk were really great. It was a really nice presentation.
Well, I certainly enjoy being able to bring those words to life, and then also showcasing those videos. I mean, we're all incredibly proud of what we're able to produce, content from our programs, and that scholar service trip video and the accompanying Hopkins video, not Hopkins, Judy Hopkins video from Greater Pine Island was really great.
Right.
Really special.
So, Debbie, how long were you in Minneapolis?
I was there for 6 days.
Yeah,
Wednesday,
for me, I think
Tuesday.
I think it was 9 days for me. And as you can imagine, dear viewer, when you're away from the office that long, work tends to pile up. So we're going to keep today's episode brief. I think we're going to wrap it up right there so we can get back to work helping you build stronger communities. Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No, always great to see everybody at convention. Really is. It's like a reunion. I know we say that every year, but it really is. We get to see people we don't see them in person, and it fills you up.
Does indeed. All right. If you've enjoyed this episode of the Midday Minute, if you're proud of the spotlight we've shined on service, give us a thumbs up. If not, if you're mad that you're not one of our winners or whatever, thumbs down. Either way, share it far and wide so everybody will learn about what happened at convention. Either way, if you're not already subscribing to our YouTube channel, you can do that right now. It's not going to cost you anything. Just hit the button and tap the bell so you'll be notified every time we post new content, like the Midday Minute, like this Future Looks Like series, which is coming down the pike, the interviews with the top 20 from the Leadership Weekend. All kinds of good. Take a sip. Hoop Shooting the Breeze is going to be starting up in a month. Yep. You know, lots of good content coming down the pike. Subscribe, watch, enjoy, and we'll see you next month for episode 80. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.